Hi everyone, welcome to Take and Make Crafts at the Rockville Centre Public Library. I'm Miss Liz, and today we're going to make a chick, a hand print chick, so that you can trace the kids' hands and then have that forever. And when your hands are so small, when they get bigger, you can compare them. So that's our chick, but the wings are the handprints of your child. So you'll get your kit, and it has a big piece of yellow paper, small piece of orange paper. It has a nice piece of craft paper, 3 craft sticks, and some yellow paint. So if you have a paintbrush at home and glue sticks or school glue, you'll be good to go. So the first thing we do is we take our sticks and we put them in a triangle shape. So you'll put them in a triangle shape and you glue them at the tips together. While that's drying, you can start to take your yellow paper and trace your child's hands and also draw like a circle that will be the chick's head later on. Once the glue is dry, then you can take your yellow paint and paint the sticks yellow like I did. Then while that's drying, you can cut out a beak and some feet from the orange paper. Once your triangle is dry, you can trim this craft paper to be a nice triangle, and that's the body or the belly of the chick. That's what I did with this pretty paper here. So once that's done, you'll have your triangle, your paper under, everything's painted. Then you just glue the hands on the back, and you glue the little head, and put a little beak there, and the feet on the bottom. I'll get this up for you to see it. Feet, I put my feet on the bottom, my beak there. I drew 2 black eyes, and hands on the back with your wings, and your chick is all set to go. So that's our chick this week. And now we'll read some books about chicks. Our first book will be Cheerful Chick by Martha Brockenbrough. Cheerful Chick looks like a cheerleader. Once inside a chicken's nest, a dozen eggs, all grade A best, lay still and warm, their contents sleeping. All but one, who came out peeping. Oh my goodness. This sunny chicken loved to cheer, though grown-ups groaned when she came near. She needs to understand we're busy and her cheering makes us dizzy. She does look really happy. Cheerful Chick worked day and night, until at last her moves felt right. And then she hatched her lifelong dream to build a barnyard cheering team. She got her muscles good and warm and did her moves with perfect form. Side splits, wing stands, super punches. Chickens shook her feathers bunches. Then, because her dream was big, she made her pitch to Mr. Pig. When I say 3, yell P-I-G. This fellow's jump's a treat to see. He does not look happy. Mr. Pig, often grumpy, 'cause his slops were cold and lumpy, flicked his tail and said, "Shove off, I'm very busy at my trough." Chick shrugged her wings. I bet Ms. Cow would like to do some cheering now. Jumping Ms. Cow, 100% organic, fresh milk next exit. Ms. Cow knows all the wildest moves. Just watch her stand on 2 front hooves. Ms. Cow just stood and blinked and chewed and said, "I'm so not in the mood." And so, without another peep, Chick went in search of Mr. Sheep. Look at how she can stand on 1 wing. Now, come on, farm gang, don't be drips. Let's count to 10 as Sheep does flips. But when she counted, Mr. Sheep did not do flips. He fell asleep. Poor chicken hung her little head, her tiny heart filled up with dread. In the barn stood one last chance. She needed one last choice. She needed time to find her voice. Now snap your beak and stomp your feet, 'cause horses' high kicks can't be beat. Mrs. Horse just stared at Chick, who felt as though she might be sick. She touched her wings as if to pray, and Mrs. Horse responded, "Nay." Chick gave it everything she could, but nothing did her any good. She chucked her pom-poms in the trough, and then she ripped her sweater off, 'cause no one cared about her dream, and no one wanted on her team. She whispered so that none would hear, "Who am I if I cannot cheer?" Chick sat and watched the full moon rise, and as she did, she realized she didn't need those other folk, just wings and legs and lots of yolk. She gave herself one last routine, where every move was strong and clean. Chicks rule! Then something happened as she cheered. A squad of fluffy friends appeared. Some cheerful chicks, 11 more. Not that she was keeping score. Hey now, horse, pig, cow, and sheep. This farm is full of chicks the cheap. We're 2 chicks, 4 chicks, 6 a dozen. Watch us get this barnyard buzzin'. Since the grown-ups' work was done, they took part in the cheering fun, and Cheerful Chick knew dreams come true when chicks do what they're born to do. And that is Cheerful Chick. That's really cute. Here's Chicks Run Wild. Chicks Run Wild. Oh no. And it's by Sudipta Bardhan-Quallen. Chicks Run Wild. Every night, up in their beds, pillows fluffed up by their heads, chicks are tucked beneath the sheets. Go to sleep now, Mama tweets. Mama kisses each dear child, but when she leaves, those chicks run wild. First they wiggle and they jump, then they giggle and they thump, playing, swaying in pajamas when they hear their tired mama. All at once the noisy riot disappears and soon there's quiet. Mama peeks inside and sees baby chicks all catching Z's. But she catches feathers moving. Mama glowers disapproving. Then she sighs, "Please close your eyes," and she says her last goodbyes. One more kiss for each dear child. But when she leaves, those chicks run wild. They count 1, 2, 3, and 4, then do cartwheels on the floor. When they somersault and leap, someone sees they're not asleep. Uh-oh, there's Mama. Mama roars, "You're all in trouble. Back in bed now on the double." Wings on hips, she warns those chicks. No more games and no more tricks. One quick peck for each sweet child. She slams the door. Those chicks run wild. They begin a pillow fight in the middle of the night. As the feathers fill the air, they see Mama standing there. "Baby chicks," yells tired Mama, "look at all this chicken drama. I would like an explanation. Where is Mama's invitation?" Baffled chicks stare at each other. Should they dare invite their mother? Does she really want to play? "Come and join us," they all say. Mama dances with each child in the night. They all go wild. Oh, that's fun. In a squall of fluffy feathers, all the fowl sashay together. Mama shows them how to prance and how to do the chicken dance. When the chicks begin to yawn, Mama clucks, "My dears, come on!" But the chicks fall to their knees, moaning, "Bedtime, Mama, please." Mama sees that they are weepy. Her sweet chicks are finally sleepy. So she puts away their things and holds her babies in her wings. Chicks get tucked into their beds, pillows fluffed beneath their heads, cuddling underneath their sheets. No more stirring, no more tweets. One last kiss for each dear child. She leaves the room, and Mama runs wild. There she is, watching TV and painting her nails and having a great time. And that is Chicks Run Wild. And here is This is the Chick by Wendy Hartmann. This is the chick. This is the chick so fluffy and small that let out the cheep that started it all. Cheep, cheep, cheep. This is the elephant, big and round, that heard the cheep and stomped the ground. This is the kudu that lifted his horns and pricked the monkey like acacia thorns. This is the monkey that started to scream and woke the jackal out of his dream. This is the jackal that started to run, yipping and yapping, "What have I done?" This is the zebra striped black and white that ran through the bush in the African night. This is the lion that roared and spat because the zebra knocked him flat. This is the ranger that started to run, roar, and shouted out loudly, "I'll save everyone." All the animals came running. This is the owl, so quiet and wise, who heard the noise and opened his eyes. The wise old owl in the tall tree top. The wise old owl that hooted, "Stop!" "But there is a monster," the animal said, "with terrible teeth and an enormous head. There is a monster that's 2 trees tall, with a horrible voice that has frightened us all." Look what their imagination said. It's all the parts of all the animals. Can you see that? That's funny. This is the owl, so quiet and wise, that fluffed out his feathers and rolled his eyes. The wise old owl that shook his head. "I heard a chick. Now go back to bed." And where is the chick so fluffy and small that let out the cheep that started it all? Where is that chick that let out the cheep? She's back in the nest, fast asleep. And this is The Chick by Wendy Hartmann. So I hope you enjoyed our story, and I hope you have fun with your craft and make a beautiful handprint chick. Bye now from Miss Liz at the Rockville Center Public Library.